Hello, our dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Julie. We are here in our FLAX New York City showroom, and this is your first presentation of our FLAX de La Terre. So excited you can join us to explore our clothing brand in the wonderful world of linen. So earlier in our spring deliveries, we debuted a de Soleil collection. So de Soleil really starts off our new year and spring deliveries with a soft color palette. De Soleil literally translates to flax of the sun. So here for our transitional deliveries, we have FLAX de La Terre, which means of the earth. So as you can see behind me, you're really getting these beautiful shades and earthy tones. Just like we did in the de Soleil collection, we will offer 4 solid colorways. A beautiful fern colorway, a nice darker navy called Twilight. I am wearing the white stripe of the tobacco. We will have a solid color of the tobacco as well. And then as we go into those transitional deliveries, we are offering a beautiful Ivory colorway. So this is gonna be a nice off-white shade. So we'll definitely explore the other colorways that are offered, as well as our seersucker fabrics and the wide stripe fabric. But I'll just jump in and give you a little go-to of the silhouettes that we are offering. So just like we did in de Soleil, we're gonna carry over some of those top selling body styles from de Soleil into de La Terre. We will bring back a familiar favorite, which you probably already see it up here. And then of course we have a brand new dress, and our longtime flax lovers is going to pinpoint it right away because it is a dress that I'm wearing. But I'm gonna get you started with our flax linen bottoms. We do offer 2 bottoms. Our modern flood. Now this was brand new earlier in the year with your spring deliveries, and this is proving to be already a top seller in our de Soleil collection. So we're so excited to move this silhouette forward. Again, those floods, if you wanna watch our videos, subscribe to our channel. We just did an entire video on the flax floods and the different variations. It is our top selling silhouette for over 30 years. So your modern flood has your full elastic band. It is gonna sit at that flood length, but here we really made it a nice casual looking flood by incorporating a seam down the center with a center slit. And then of course, cargo pockets. Our flax woman loves her pockets, so we are providing 4 pockets in the modern flood. Your modern flood is gonna come in your solid colorways. Your second linen bottom of de La Terre is going to be your seamly pant. So I have watched the last couple of years the sales rise in this seamly pant. I think you are also seeing the silhouette where you have this balloon leg and a little longer of a length than our flood pant really make its name on the market in general with many different brands. But of course, like flax does, we always strive for comfort at its finest. So we incorporate a full elastic wider band, which in my opinion is uber comfortable. And then of course that balloon leg, a little longer than your flood, and then all the seamly details, really what makes this pant great. I love this pocket, especially because it has this seamed pocket. So even if you get into an ivory, you don't really have to worry about any of your pockets showing through this bottom. This is your seamly pant. Now this bottom will come in your solid colors, but then we really like to provide a little bit of texture and give you your first look at your seersucker. So what I love about the 2 seersuckers that we will offer in de La Terre is the combination of your 4 solid colorways. So here you're looking at the Twilight seersucker. So this is gonna incorporate your fern colorway with your Twilight, ever so subtle. Again, just giving you nice texture on bottom. This is your seamly pant in Twilight seersucker. And then for the tops, we have a great sleeveless version in our gem tank. So your gem tank is gonna come in all of your solid tones as well as your 2 seersuckers. I love that this is our V-neck option. It's done very well and coincides itself beautifully to one of our Vee Cardis, which I'll get back to in a moment. Just a nice straight edge hem. And of course, a double banded V-neck opening. This is your gem tank. And then our tuck back tee. This was the #1 seller in De Soleil. So what I think is going to happen, and please comment below if you agree with me, you've bought this tuck back tee in De Soleil and now you see it in all these great colors. So you're sure to buy another one. I personally do that with my own wardrobe, and I'm sure you're gonna do this with our tuck back tee. Nice cap sleeve option with this great tuck back tee detail. It is a higher neckline, so we did add bust darts for subtle shaping throughout, but still lots of room here. This is your tuck back tee. Now this will only come in your solid colors as well as a wide stripe, which is new. For the De Soleil group, we offered it in the seersucker and solid, but it just looked so great in the wide stripe, so we just had to bring this fun top in. As you can see, I am a fan of the wide stripe, but you can see just how cute it looks here. The new addition to the De La Terre, which differs from your De Soleil in spring, is going to be your Skyline Blouse. So a beloved style that we had in core last year in 2023, we're so excited to bring it back for De La Terre. I think our customers really missed it in our spring and summer deliveries. We're offering this in a wide stripe as well as your seersucker. Look how great that wide stripe looks, especially in your bias silhouette throughout. So you can see the body is cut on the bias, so that's why you're gonna get that super flattering diagonal stripe. And then, of course, the yoke and the front and the collar are just gonna be a standard. And then we get to the dress that I'm wearing. So your dress is gonna be coming in your solid colorways as well as your stripe. Brand new style. It's sure to be a FLAX favorite. It's got so many of the details and characteristics that we love in your FLAX clothing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the sleeve. The sleeve is the dramatic effect here. We're providing this nice wider cuff. And what I love that FLAX brand does is they always take into consideration, what is this gonna look like after you wash and dry it? So we just tacked down that cuff, so it's going to really maintain its shape. So it's gonna wear beautifully. As you can see, I have it on. It's gonna have this nice dramatic effect. Of course, we give you your collar. I love just kind of popping that collar, giving this dress the fullness, and again, that dramatic effect that it deserves. And then another thing to really sophisticate this dress up is going to be the fact that we have covered that placket. So it does have a half button placket, and then we just created an overlay. The length of this dress is great as well. And again, creating another sophisticated layered look, we're going to have a little bit shorter of a hemline in front than we do in back. Again, to go back to this wider edge cuff, we've created a seam to give you that wide effect in that side slit. And then what would be your FLAX dress without these great deep pockets? My hand fits completely in that pocket, and so will your cell phone, which is always a great addition. So now you've taken a look at our fern and twilight colorway. We're going to go into the tobacco and the ivory colorway next. So now we're gonna get into your two other colorways available in De La Terre. We have your ivory as well as your tobacco. So we've explored a majority of the silhouettes in your De La Terre collections. So I'm gonna do a quick recap. You can see how beautifully this colorway merchandises together while we're at it. So just to recap on your gem tank is going to be offered in your solid colorways, as well as this beautiful textured seersucker. Again, love having that V-neck option. It's great for layering, also on its own. Your tuck back tee, now this is going to come in your solid colors, and I really highlighted the wide stripe. So earlier with your FLAX de La Terre collection and spring deliveries, it came in your solid tones as well as seersuckers. We own either one or both of them. So this is where this wide stripe becomes super important. Your brand new addition to the FLAX de La Terre collection is going to be that Skyline Blouse. I love it in the texturized seersucker. Seersucker is one of my favorites, but this also comes in your wide stripe. So the wide stripe here looks amazing for the sheer fact that that bias cut silhouette lends itself to a very flattering diagonal stripe. And then my favorite top, which we did not touch upon in the earlier two colorways, is going to be your Throw It On. So the Throw It On is my personal favorite. Now this is the style that I have purchased in the solid white from FLAX de La Terre, as well as that gorgeous shade of sage green, eucalyptus we called it. And now the seersucker is going to be super important for me as we move into these transitional selling months. I love it in this tobacco seersucker, really highlighting that feel of a linen sweater with its full long sleeve, nice roomy body, and then of course a drop shoulder seam. This is your Throw It On, still available in all of the solid colors, but also this great seersucker. Who doesn't need a little cardigan for those chillier evenings in summer? The Vee Cardi is the easiest go-to. I love that it has this deep V opening. It looks great when you pair it back to your Skyline blouse because you have that collar that comes out, or you can just couple that and marry it back to your gem tank. This is going to come in your stripes as well as your seersucker. That is your Vee Cardi. And then, of course, I don't want to forget about the two linen bottoms within our FLAX family. We have our seamly pant. That seamly pant coming in your solid colors, as well as that gorgeous texturized seersucker. Again, this is an awesome silhouette we're seeing and many different brands do, but nothing quite compares to the FLAX linen bottom of the seamly pant. And then your second bottom, that modern flood, only coming in your solid tones. One of our newest top sellers. So excited to have it in our FLAX family and soon to hopefully be in your wardrobe. And then finally, this wonderful new debut of our Artful Shirtdress. So it's going to come in your solid tones. It's going to come in your stripe. I love every detail that we offer. It's giving you a collar. We've taken special care to cover this half placket going down, so it's super easy to get into. I love this wide cuff. It makes it look super flattering, and then it does cover that arm, and then it's not sticking to you. It's so roomy. It flows beautifully. A nice little fold over pleat here and a high-low seam. Great new maxi dress with a sleeve. That is your presentation of the FLAX de La Terre collection. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in, being a part of our FLAX family. If there were any silhouettes and styles that you loved in the De Soleil collection and you're excited to see it in De La Terre, give us a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for all the past and future happenings here at FLAX. Thanks so much.